get you out of here well before the top of the hour. Why don't you have time to get those bets in for the prime time games tonight? And that's what we do here on the drive-thru. We bring on the Pick Dogs crew, and they give out live free picks for the prime time games tonight. So actionable plays here on the drive-thru. Let's take a look at our roster for today, as we got Chris Ruffolo will serve as a co-host. We're trying to locate Tony Brown somewhere in Vegas. So we hope we can locate him. Rod Zawacki will join us, as will Alex Smart. Of course, James Clark on a second appearance on the show. Ninos is in the house, and Damian Sosh makes the open again. And of course, we'll get to everyone here in just a second as we go ahead and pull up our new lineup. So we'll start the show off with Alex, then Tony Brown, Ninos, Rod Zawacki, James Clark, Chris Ruffolo, Damian Sosh, then yours truly with the free pick. All right, let's go ahead and bring in my co-host, Chris Ruffolo. Chris, you ready to roll?
Yeah, did you miss me? I feel like it feels weird being back in this. I had a 3-day weekend, but no, I'm back, ready to go.
Back and ready to go. We just flew by the show last week, just really quickly. So go ahead and get it started. And welcome Alex Smart here to the drive-thru. Alex, how you doing today?
Good. How's everything with you guys?
Everything's going great. All right, you're going to be looking at the marquee game tonight in the NBA. Everyone's talking about this one on TNT. Start time, 7:30 Eastern time. We've got the Brooklyn Nets hosting the LA Clippers. Clippers favor on the road, 1.5. Total sits here at 243.
Well, we've got what we consider in the old days a high number, but now in the new NBA, maybe it's not such a high number. But this one has got a little twist to it. Yeah, what's going on here? The Clippers, we all know that, they can run and gun with the best of teams if they have to, and they can run and gun with the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the Nets can't play defense, but the Clippers can. And I don't think they're going to want to run and gun with them. And I think they're going to try to slow this game down. You got to remember, this team runs the 27th ranked pace in the league, and they've got the 4th best defense. So, they can slow the Nets down. And if you take the Nets, off their game and their flow is off, which they're going to try to do here, teams have a good chance to win. And I think that's the way the Clippers are going to look at this game. Also, it's interesting, in the last 31 games on the road against teams with an above 500 record, average combined score for Clippers games, 220.2 points per game. No guarantees here on history, but 22, 21, 22 points. I'm making this a 239, so a full possession game difference, and that's a difference enough for me. Just a small edge.
Small edge here on the under 243 Clippers and the Brooklyn Nets. Chris, this Nets team, not high on defense, but the Clippers, they can defend. They're actually defending a little better than they did early in the season.
I think that's sort of everybody sort of getting their legs back underneath them and sort of getting comfortable. I think this Brooklyn Nets team, as much as we want to say they have a great offense, I still don't think James Harden's fully comfortable in this lineup yet. We're starting to see the cohesion get together a little bit more, but like Alex said, this Nets team still doesn't like to play much defense, and adding James Harden, I don't even know if that's going to make your defense better. It actually might make it worse. But I think that the Clippers, like Alex said, they're going to want to play defense. They have a defender, one of the best defensive players in Kawhi Leonard. I had this at 120, 118, and even in today's NBA, that still gets us an under here for a one-possession game. So I like the under as well.
Agreement here on the Nets and Clippers under 243. All right, Alex, we got a nice hoops card tonight, as well as college and college basketball and NHL. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Pro and college hoops, and we've got some NHL, and that'll continue right on into the spring. And we'll get over with the COVID year and all these cancellations, and we'll look forward to some profits. And I heard today Major League Baseball is going to maybe not start the season on time, correct? So.
Yeah,
is that true?
They're still negotiating. They're still negotiating that. So it's a negotiation. So we'll see how that rolls here. But you can check out Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. I want to pick up that one-day pass from Alex, get the winnings, and upgrade to one of those long-term passes. Then, of course, you'll be able to get all of Alex's plays from NBA, college hoops, Super Bowl coming up, as well as NHL. So get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Alex, it's always great having your show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you in a couple days.
See you later. Take care.
All right, everybody. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. All right, we're still trying to locate Tony Brown, so we'll continue on. Tony, if you get on, just text me that you're here, so we'll get you on. All right, let's continue on, and welcome to the show. We're going to go bring in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. Al, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, let's take a look at the game that you have slotted for the show. And we got the red-hot Memphis Grizzlies facing Indiana Pacers. This line has really come down. Pacers laying 4.5. Total here at 221.
As you said, it opened at 6. Would have liked it a lot better then, but I still think we're getting a lot of value here with the points with Memphis. They've been playing some great ball. Their defense has been looking great. Obviously, they're dealing with some injuries, mainly Valanciunas, but both the backup bigs were just 1 rebound short of their double-doubles in their game against the Spurs. In very short minutes, might I add. They're playing their second game in 2 nights, but again, none of the starters. They all played around 25 minutes. I think 27 was the most played by any of the players. I don't think any of the starters played more than 25 minutes. So, I mean, that's basically like a warm-up for today more than playing your average back-to-back games here. So, again, this is a pretty young team, too. John Morant should be ready to go. As I mentioned, they're good defense. He's always going to create some offense, too, whether he's pulling up, driving to the hoop, or getting his assists. He's going to create some offense. I think he creates enough to keep this game competitive, if not pull the upset here again. So if you want to take a shot on the money line, I can't blame you. I think there's a lot of value there, too. But I'm taking the points. The Pacers, they're a great team. Obviously, they got the worst of that trade with LeVert not being able to join them. But again, they kind of dealt with it well at first, but they've fallen a bit right now, and they're going up against a really hot team, so it's just a bad spot for them. It looks good on paper at home with the rest advantage, but I think just laying way too many points here for the way they've been playing.
All right, El Ninos here looking at Memphis Grizzlies plus 4.5 in this one. And, Chris, El mentioned about the Oladipo trade for Vert. 20 points out of the lineup. TJ Warren out. That's 35 points out of the lineup here for the Pacers.
And that's almost accounting for, I believe my math is right, almost 30% of their production, if not more, less by a couple percent. But yeah, you take away 30% of a team's production in a trade, that's going to obviously affect them long term. And say what you want about Memphis, they struggled without Morant in the lineup, but on the flip side, with him in the lineup, this is just an electric team. They're 6-1 against the number on the road this season. If anybody watched the morning show, this was one of my favorite plays that was out there. I like the Grizzlies as well, plus the 4.5. I just think Morant does things for this Grizzlies lineup, and I think we're going to sort of see why tonight.
All right, Memphis agreement here with Memphis Grizzlies plus the 4.5. All right, El, good night on the board here with the college and pro and to the NHL. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I have a lot of action. I have 5 basketball plays, 2 NBA, 3 college basketball plays. This should have very well been my 3rd NBA premium play, but I also have 4 NHL plays I really like today. So, yeah, lots of action today. So, if you want to check those out, I think they're always great plays.
All right, guys, that's right. Check out El Ninos right there over at Pig Dogs Premium. You can see he has the long-term passes available here, 3, 7, and 30 day. Or you get tonight's plays, get those winnings tomorrow. Make the upgrade to the long-term pass because with an all-sports pass, you get every play that El post over at Pig Dogs Premium during the period that you choose there on the site. All right, Al, it's always a great having your show. Good luck with that Memphis pick. I know a lot of guys probably are on this one, and we'll talk with you tomorrow.
All right, thanks. Have a good one, guys.
All right, everybody. El Ninos here on the drive-thru. I just want to remind everyone on the show is please subscribe to our channel. Free picks every day. It gets started in the morning with the morning show. Mitch, Chris, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler gets it going here with the morning show. And then, of course, the drive-thru. We come in here at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Friday. Of course, on Wednesdays, it's the UFC MMA show. And the MMA show is spread out throughout the week whenever there's a big event. And as Mitch was talking about last week, more shows coming. Or if you hear the morning show, there's a lot of changes, good changes coming up here with more shows and premium plays available off the YouTube, Chris?
Yeah, we're looking at doing a bit of a different style of show for people who are just interested in getting a premium pick for all of us. But it's what the subscriptions and the thumbs up do. It allow us to be more flexible and expand our options and give you guys more opportunities to get more premium content from us. Whether it's the drive through, the morning show, the MMA show with Brad and Payne. We're thinking about doing a hockey show, the premium pick show for certain people. If you want to be part of that, it's like I said, it's just what all the help with the thumbs up and the subscriptions allow us to do, and it helps us get the product out there. So, you guys, we appreciate the support, no matter what you do, whether it's on those super chat here and there, or just a thumbs up. It all helps, and we all appreciate the support.
That's right. And of course, we want those thumbs up, like Robert Hollister said. Pound that like button. Give us that thumbs up. That really helps us grow our audience, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely it does. It helps us in the YouTube rankings, and it definitely helps get our product out to maybe fresh faces who haven't seen it before. It's like I always say, who doesn't like making money, right? And I can tell you right now, Tony and I have 6 other people here that are going to put money in your pocket on this drive-through show, so you can't go wrong. But like Tony said, we appreciate the thumbs up. We appreciate all the support from the Pick Dogs family.
Absolutely. Guys, keep that thumbs up coming on and help us grow our audience. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to talk now to Rod Zawacki. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, as well as the morning show. Rod, how's your afternoon going?
It's going good, Tony. Going good.
All right, Rod. You're taking a look at Big Ten action, 9 Eastern time. Indiana will host Illinois. The road team favorite, Illinois, 2.5 total, 141.5.
Yeah, we got a big game here. Illinois versus Indiana. Illinois coming off that big win over Ohio. Great win there. Indiana not coming off. They're coming off a loss. You look at it. I'm looking at this game. Indiana in on the year is 9-7. Indiana at home only 3-4 ATS against the spread. Illinois is 3-2 on the road. I look for me the biggest thing in this game is Illinois and their junior guard who's stepped up. Big surprise for Illinois for I pronounce his name, not easy to pronounce. Io Dosumo is rolling. He's averaging 21 points a game, 6 rebounds. And in the first meeting between these two, Illinois won by 9. And he was the reason all his teams around him didn't have a good shooting night at all. So I expect all his teammates around him. And the biggest difference for me in this class here is Indiana's inability to Illinois is the 6th best in the country against fast break points. They love to score on the line as a weakness. Illinois is going to just outscore Indiana on the fast break. Indiana just doesn't have the so lay the points, take Illinois. They get another big, huge win in Indiana tonight.
All right, we got Rod Zawacki here on taking Illinois, laying the 2.5 against the Indiana Hoosiers. This one will be on ESPN2 with the start here at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So the play here will be Illinois minus 2.5. I think it's a tough game to look at there, Chris, between these two.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this is an Indiana team that kind of needs marquee and statement wins, quad 1 wins, if the terminology is right, to really solidify a case to the tournament committee, because as much as we, don't want to admit it, we're already a month through the year, and Selection Sunday is only a month and a half away. But, as far as this game goes, I'm with Rod. My big thing is, as good as Dosumu's been playing for Illinois, I just don't think Indiana has an answer for Kofi Coburn in the middle. I don't see them having an answer for a guy at 7-1 inside the paint. Dosumu, Frazier, and Coburn should have a field day here. Trace Jackson Davis, as good as a player as he is for Indiana, I don't think Indiana's got much of a fighting chance here. So I'm with Rod. I really like Illinois here.
All right, give me here with Illinois laying the 2.5 against the Indiana Hoosiers. This one on ESPN2, 9 p.m. Eastern time is your start time for this one. All right, Rod, you're doing great in the NBA this year. We're looking up here at the numbers, and 745 units of profit. Nice board today. TNT has a doubleheader. What you got going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
NBA's on a roll, 13-5, our last 18 plays. Tonight I've got Rod's Tackle the Book Tuesday. I'm excited for these 7 plays. I got 3 college basketball slam dunks, 2 NBA, 2 NHL. We're going to tackle the books, grab their cash, so don't miss out on Tackle the Book Tuesday.
Tackle the Book Tuesday from Rod Zawacki over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, plus 745 units in the NBA document. Get on board with his big card for tonight over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get those winnings and upgrade to one of those long-term passes. See his offerings there: 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, all sports pass. Every play that Rod releases over at Pig Dogs Premium, where the time period you choose is yours when you pick up one of those all sports pass. That is the best value over at Pig Dogs. All right, Rod, as always, great having a show. You're back tomorrow, but you're early morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch in the morning.
You bet. You guys have yourself a good evening. Let's get ourselves a winner, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, we get more winners.
That's right. More winners in the morning with Rod Zawacki. Let's pull in that Illinois game for tonight. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. One of the newest cappers here on the show is James Clark. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs. One of the winners there of our contest. And we're going to go ahead and bring him in right now. Of course, we know he's from West Virginia, so you can figure out what game he's going to select. James, how's it going?
Good. How are y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. All right, here's your game. On ESPN Plus has West Virginia at Iowa State, 7 Eastern time. West Virginia laying 11.5. Total sits here at 146. Age you sport that Mountaineers jersey.
Yes, sir. Mountaineers all the way tonight, baby. I like the West Virginia to win. You know, probably 15, I'd say 15, 20-point win here. The Iowa State Cyclones is 1-7 in their last 8 games at home. They're 1-4 ATS, both of them ATS, and coming off of a straight loss, but they just come off a loss to Mississippi State. And I know we're back on December 18th, these two teams played. You know, West Virginia beat them by 5, but West Virginia had a poor shooting night. I think they shot like 34, 35%, and from the field and 21% from the 3-point line. And I know we lost the McDonald's All-American, but I think it made us a better team. I mean, they picked it up since we lost Shewade, and I just think, you know, West Virginia is a lot better team. They play good on the road. They're play good on Tuesdays. Definitely, they're 5 and they're 4. They won 4 out of their last 5 Tuesday games. So I look for them to roll tonight against Iowa State. All
right, James Clark looking here at West Virginia, rolling here against Iowa State, laying the 11.5. All right, Chris, Iowa State's been a real disappointment this year.
I think that might be. I wish I could say it's one of the more understatements of the year, but unfortunately not. You know, it's just this Iowa State team couldn't handle turnover. They lost guys like Tyrese Halliburton and other guys like that in recent years, and just haven't been able to really recover. And it just hasn't come together for the Cyclones this year. It's starting to come back together for the Mountaineers. So this is a talented team, and oh man, if Iowa State can lose to Mississippi State by 39. I shudder to think what they can have happen against West Virginia. I'm with James on this one. I like the Mountaineers minus the 11.5.
Mountaineers laying the 11.5. ESPN Plus will televise this game again. Tips off top of the hour, so time to get down on this one with West Virginia. All right, James, let's take a look here at the numbers. You're doing very good work right now in the NHL. 200 units documented. We got nice cards from Hoops and NHL. What you got going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Well, I got a 7-pack Tuesday 7 winners. I got a 5-pack late night snack. It's covering all 3 sports. I got 2 NBA, 4 college, and 1 hockey, and also got 1 hockey. You know, as you see, I've been winning in hockey, so I got that 1 game that I've been eyeing plus money. Go jump onto my picks and let's win some money.
Win some money with James Clark over at Pig Dogs Premium. You follow the contest. In December, you saw that how well James Clark's did, and of course, they earned a spot here on Pig Dogs, and of course, here on the drive-thru show. You see the numbers there, documented 200 units in NHL. Pick up his big pack today. He's got a 7-pack right now up on the site. If you get in a little past the top of the hour, it'll go down to a 5-pack, but still good value there from James Clark. Get those winnings and upgrade to one of those long-term passes. That's the best value over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, James, it's always great having a show. Great work here. Second appearance on the show, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate you guys.
All right, Mountaineers go tonight. Let's get that game in. All right, here on the drive-thru, we'll continue on here with Chris Ruffolo. And looks like, Chris, you're on deck as we'll go ahead and put up your game. A lot of Big Ten picks tonight on the card. And let's go ahead and pull it up and show us. We'll take a look at Chris Ruffolo. Here we go. Let's see what Chris has on the docket today. All right, we got Penn State at Wisconsin, 8:30 Eastern time. Wisconsin laying 9. Total sits here at 138.5.
Yeah, and this is a big line considering that Wisconsin just lost to Penn State outright a couple days ago. And I mean, we've talked about how the trend is, well, team loses or doesn't cover in the first game, they usually have a strong bounce back performance in the second game. And the problem for me in this game is I think you can make a case either way. You can make a case for Wisconsin laying the 9 in the revenge spot, or you can make a case for Penn State saying that, they've already beat the Badgers. Nothing saying they can't do it again, even on the road, or at least keep this one fairly close. For me, rather than take the side, I'm looking more towards the total here. I'm looking at Penn State going 8-2 to the over in their last 10 games. But a lot of that has to do with giving up a ton of points, and they're giving up 47% shooting from the field, 76 points per game. I don't think that's going to happen here. Wisconsin is not – I mean, this may be considered a different Wisconsin team compared to years past. But I think that this year's Wisconsin team is just going to be like the rest. They're not going to be involved in a ton of high-scoring games. This is a team that's going to try to keep games in the 60s. And I think that's going to be what happens here as well. I think you're going to see a game where the first 65 wins – going to be a hard-fought physical game, neither side really wanting to give up an inch. And I think that's just going to lead us here to a fairly easy under tonight, or at 138.5. I think that's just way too high. I wouldn't be surprised if this game barely hits 130. So take the under with confidence.
All right, go ahead and take the under in this one here on from Chris Ruffolo here on his pick here on the Pig Dogs Drive-Thru Show. All right, Chris, let's take a look here at the numbers here for you. In college hoops and in the NHL, you are showing positive results. Right now, we're seeing 949 units in college hoops, 445 units in the NHL. Big cards tonight. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
I think fair for people to see that we had a bit of a drop off in the last couple weeks in those college basketball rankings, but you gotta have bad days to appreciate the good ones. I think that's where we're at now. We're on our way back up. I got my Tomahawk Tuesday 5-pack for college hoops. I got my Tuesday top line 5-pack for NHL. Guys, both of those are going to be winning packages tonight. They're going to put cash in your pocket, $34.95 each over at the website. Or, we always mention it, hop on one of those long-term packages, whether it's 3 days, 7 days, 30 days, or if you even go for a yearly pass, those are going to be your best value. They're going to take the picture maybe $10 per pick in a daily package down to even for a yearly package, pennies per pick. Guys, that's going to be your best value. Or if you're looking for a specific sport, we also have the season passes up there for some of us. I still have my college hoops pass up there, have the NHL pass up there as well. Because the opportunities for you to make money and save money at the same time are endless at Pig Dogs Premium. Don't miss out on them. We have them there for you. Those are going to be your best bet.
That's right, your best bet right now from Chris Ruffolo. Get his pass for tonight and then get those winnings and upgrade to long-term pass. You see the results, 949 units of profit right now in college hoops, 445 in the NHL. So get on board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, we'll continue on here on the drive-thru. It's time to welcome to the show Damian Sosh. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium. And we're going to put him in this week. He's on schedule. How you doing, Damian?
Hi, doing good, guys. Doing good.
All right, let's take a look at the game you selected here for the show. Of course, your Irish is already playing right now, so it looks like it'll be North Carolina here against Clemson, with North Carolina favored in this one, laying 2.5. Total sits here at 135.
Yeah, the Irish are looking pretty good right now, let me say. But on to the North Carolina game here. North Carolina, this is a series that they've dominated all time against Clemson. They're actually 121-21 against them, if you can believe it. Now, last year, Clemson, they got their first ever win in Chapel Hill. That was a game North Carolina blew a 10-point lead with a little bit over 2 minutes remaining. This game, it's going to be at Little John. And although North Carolina has struggled a little bit on the road this season, I do like them in this spot. Going back in January, about mid-January, Clemson had an 11-day layoff because of COVID. And they haven't been the same team since returning. They've played 5 games since returning. They're 1-4 over those games. They're averaging under 57 points per game. They're allowing their opponents to score over 75. North Carolina, they do have Duke on deck, but that's 4 days away. I don't think they're going to be looking ahead. North Carolina, after a poor start, they've won 6 of the last 7 games, and they're becoming one of the better teams in the ACC. I think they're going to have a big advantage down low, scoring and rebounding, and I like them on the road here, laying the points. All right,
Damian Sosh here, laying the points here with North Carolina against the Clemson Tigers. All right, Chris, your thoughts here on this matchup, ACC. Clemson just not playing up to expectations this year.
Now they had that nice little stretch earlier on in January where they were rattling off some of the best defensive performances in the country, but now they've fallen back on hard times, and that's not good against a North Carolina team that disappointed last year and was looking for a bounce back here this year, and they've started off 2021 really well. They've won 6 of 7, and I got to think that those trends continue here. I'm with Damian laying the 2.5.
Going here with Damian Sosh here laying the 2.5 against the Clemson Tigers. This one on ESPN Networks, top of the hour, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Still plenty of time to get down on this game. All right, Damian, nice card tonight. What you have going on over at Pig Dogs Premium?
Hey guys, it's a card that I really like tonight. I did have a couple games go off already, but I still have 3 college basketball games remaining and 3 NBA basketball games remaining. I put those 3 in a college basketball package, 3 in an NBA package. I'm definitely loving this card tonight, so check on over there at the website and make yourself some money.
You got some money with Damian Sosh over at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got a huge card going up tonight over there at Pig Dogs Premium. Get that one-day pass, then make the upgrade with those winnings to a long-term pass. Of course, those all-sports pass, you'll get every play that Damian releases at Pig Dogs Premium. He's got, his NBA, his college hoops. If it's Super Bowl, if it fits into the 7 and 30-day pass, pick it up right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, Damian, it's always great having a show. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk with you in a couple days.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
All right, everybody, Damian Sosh here on the drive-thru. All right, we'll continue on with our coverage. And reminder, you guys, if you would, be sure to stay tuned at the end of the show because I will recap every play from the show. I'll also give you Tony Brown's pick. He will not be with us today. He wasn't able to join us, but I do have his pick, so stay tuned for that. And now it's time for yours truly to step up here with my pick for tonight's show. It'll come from this game between USC and Stanford, 9 Eastern time. With Stanford dog here. We got USC laying 2, total 137.5. This game will be played back in Maples Pavilion. They're back in Palo Alto, but really there isn't much home court advantage, I think, right now in college hoops. So my play in this one is going to be on the USC Trojans going ahead and laying the 2 points in this one. USC plays the best defense against the Pac-12, ranking number 1 in total defensive efficiency. Second biggest team in all of college hoops. Do a great job of scoring and defending inside and on the glass. Cardinal, they've lost 3 of 5 after dropping a game at Arizona State. I didn't like that loss at all. Stanford commits a high number of turnovers against the conference. They're very poor at scoring plus defending threes. So if they can't hit the threes, they're going to have a tough time getting inside against the size advantage here for USC. So I'm going to lay USC -2. Chris, what's your thoughts here on this Trojans team? They've been playing pretty well.
They have, and this was one of the harder games. I won't lie for me to cap on the board today, but I gotta admit I like the Trojans as well. I just think that Evan Mobley's just been a bit of a revelation for this USC team. A lot of the offense has been running through him, but for good reason. He was a 5-star recruit for a reason. He's just been very good, and this USC Trojans team under Andy Enfield, it's nice to see them start to really live up to expectations. And I think USC could be the favorite to win the Pac-12 this year, at least the regular season, maybe the conference championship.
Yeah, they certainly are playing that way, guys. And, of course, USC -2. This one, 9 Eastern time. Guys, I have a 3-pack going up right now over at Pig Dogs Premium. I also have a long-term pass, so check my profile page. You'll find my pick selections available for you for purchase at Pig Dogs Premium. All right, let's continue on this show. And now it's the time to go ahead and recap all the picks from today's show. All right, we got started here with Alex Smart. He was on the Nets Clippers going under 243. Tony Brown, we got his pick. He couldn't make the show. I got a text from him, said he was sorry. He just couldn't make his appearance, but he'll be here on Thursday. Take Edmonton puck line, -1.5 goals at +105 against Ottawa. Ninos, Grizzlies +4.5 against the Pacers. Rod Zawacki, Illinois, -2.5 against Indiana. James Clark was on West Virginia, laying the 11.5 against Iowa State. Chris was Penn State, Wisconsin, under 138.5. Damian Sosh, North Carolina, -2.5 against Clemson. Yours truly on USC -2 against Stanford. We'll start with Chris. Other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I got to say, maybe the new kid on the block, but he ain't no fool, and he's wearing their jersey. I like West Virginia for James -11.5. I think that's a rout of routes tonight. Like I said, if I was taking lose to Mississippi State by 39, West Virginia's going to beat them up. I like the Mountaineers.
All right, they're a pick on with James on the West Virginia. All right, Al, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
We'll take yours for my favorite tonight. I'll go with the Trojans -2.
All right, and actually, I'll return the favor. I like your Grizzlies plus 4.5 against the Pacers. 35 points out of that lineup for Indiana, and the way the Grizzlies are playing right now, I'll continue to roll with them. All right, guys, it's the drive-through reminder. We're back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We have a full booked show. We'll have 9 picks for you tomorrow and for the primetime game, so be sure to tune in. Remember, it all gets started at 10 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning show with Mitch, Chris, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, and of course, tomorrow we'll have the UFC show following my show, MMA, so be sure to tune in for that as we'll be back tomorrow here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the crew from today's show. Give everyone a wave. Goodbye. Good luck to everyone. Good luck with the picks and your bets, and we'll talk with you guys